Somebody tweeted me 92 to 98.
92 to 98 as the golden era.
That's what somebody tweeted.
We're just gonna forget about all about 88.
Yeah,
See,
I was thinking.
I mean, that's kind of going into it. I would say 88 definitely. I would definitely
88 to
include
95, 96 maybe.
I would stretch it out further.
I actually agree with 92 to 98. Maybe 99.
But when you talking about 88, you talking about BDP, you talking about
Rakim,
you talking about Big Daddy Kane,
yeah, you gotta put them in there, man.
Heavy D.
Marley Marl was killing it.
Yeah,
Run
that's
DMC
true.
was putting out their second or third project, I think.
Yeah,
I think the
that's
music
pretty golden.
I think the music got better in like 92. That's all.
As somebody that I
There's
can,
a lot
I
of
can
bullshit
honestly
in
say,
92.
yeah, I can
Don't do
honestly
that.
say that I've listened to hip hop from the beginning of it being popular and even before up to now. So pretty much my whole life. I mean, I was at Fresh Fest
So what would you give it?
as a little ass kid. You know what I'm saying?
So would you say 88 then?
I would include 88 because I think back to 88, like 87, 88.
Let me give you albums in 88.
Public Enemy.
Look at all that. I can just look at the covers and just be like,
Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah.
It Takes a Nation. Slick Rick, Great Adventures.
Yeah.
Strictly Business, EPMD.
Yeah.
long live the Kane.
Long Live the Kane. By
Yeah.
Any Means Necessary. BDP.
Critical Beatdown, Ultramagnetic MCs.
Run DMC, Tougher Than Leather.
Yeah.
So Salt and Pepper. Don't do
Look, he
that
said,
long. Don't do that long.
Smoke
Tom
Some
Pepper
Kill,
was
Smoke Some
hidden.
Kill, Schoolie D.
Schoolie D. Shout out to Schoolie D. I know Schools love
You
Schoolie
love
D.
Schoolie.
Hammer, let's get it started.
Don't hate on that.
Hey.
Let's get.
I'm not.
Let's get.
You
it
can't
started.
even front though. You
I
can't
can't
front.
I can't front that.
92. Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em came out, right?
All right.
No, that was
Can't touch
90
this.
that was
So we go.
89.
So we go 89. 3 feet high and rising.
Man.
Right?
That could be my
Yeah.
favorite. It sounds crazy. Maybe
All Hail
That could
the
be
Queen.
my favorite De La album.
Yeah.
I still say 92.
It's incredible.
Killing me long. Unfinished Business. EPMD.
EPMD.
No more Mr. Nice Guy Gangstar.
Gangstar.
I feel
Yeah.
like
The biz never sleeps.
I think the music changed though.
No one
The
can do it better
musicality.
than the DOC.
Life is too short.
And you can probably trace it back to the types of machines they were using to produce the records.
That matters.
It
I
does.
agree.
And that to me, that's
That matters.
it changed.
They got more RAM.
Got more space.
Definitely
to
got
be more
space.
musical. And
more,
to me,
more
and-
sample time.
exactly. And so because of that, the music got better to me. And so they were doing what they could with what they had. And
This
it
is
was
tough,
great.
man. 1990, America's Most Wanted, Ice Cube.
Hey.
Mama Said Knock You Out, LL.
Hey.
Fear of a Black Planet.
Hey.
Planet. People's Instinctive Travels.
Yep.
Come on, man. Long.
Go to 90.
Talk to me, man.
96.
No, I'm with you.
But you know
I
what?
mean,
If you
I'm not-
name
I'm-
the top 5 from any year, it's going to seem like, oh, that was the year. You got to start looking at the bullshit that came out in particular years.
90, But 96 is one of my favorite years. All Eyes on Me, The Score, Reasonable Doubt. It was written Machiavelli, AT Aliens, Illadelph Half-Life. That right
great
there
year.
alone.
Shit gives me chills.
I would
just thinking
say
about
I
it.
would
88 to 96.
I would actually
That's-
probably extend it to 2000 because 2000 had a ton of fucking dope releases.
That's why I say to 2000 at least.
So 88 to 2000 is the golden era.
I would agree.
So we got
say-
Marshall Mathers LP. We got Stank on You, Supreme Clientele.
Things fall apart.
Reflection Eternal.
Like
That was
Water
99.
for Chocolate,
Like Water for Chocolate.
Aquemini.
Was
that-
Stank
yeah.
on You? Stank on You is 2000.
So Aquemini was the year before.
Aquemini was
Right.
98.
There you go.
Okay.
The W. Wu-Tang.
Well, so see, then we're getting.
Well,
to
that was the last
It's like
good album though.
90.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Was that before
Fair.
Iron Flag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Iron
30,
Flag
30
was kind of
from
good.
Delta.
Had gravel pit on it.
Last of a Dying Breed. From
HNIC
Scarface.
by Prodigy is very underappreciated. in
That's
my
a great album. I like it a lot. I
And,
bought
and
it when it came
regardless of what anybody says,
Uh-oh.
and I wasn't even a big No Limit fan,
Be careful.
some of them P albums was classic and
There was so
definitely
much
add to the
bullshit in there,
culture. It was what?
Said
There
it
was so much bullshit.
It was. I mean, you had to sift through it, which
Like-
is somebody like myself was doing. So my homies in the neighborhood bought every single one of those releases.
This is when everybody had us ad in the source.
Yeah. So
90
I get in the car and listen to what they playing. And it's like,
Bro,
I'm cool on that.
93
Yeah,
though.
I feel you though. I had buddies that did
93.
the same.
93.
Enter the 36 Chambers.
I'm
Midnight
sorry.
Marauders.
I said 92. I meant 93. No, I did because Nas's album came out in 93 too.
In
right?
94.
There you go.
right.
Or,
It
yeah,
was.
Enter the 36 Chambers, Midnight Marauders, Doggy Style.
Yeah.
Enter the Stage,
Slam,
Black Boom.
Onyx,
Yeah.
Slam.
Return of the Boom Bap, KRS-One.
Yep.
Yep.
Just
To
different.
Death Do Us Part, Ghetto Boys.
Pull up 91.
Coming out hard.
Coming out hard,
MJG.
A-Ball MJG.
Mr. Scarface, The World Is Yours.
Look,
Yeah, 1999.
I can still see those album covers while you
what
read
year
mine.
you say?
Strictly for my
Pull up 91.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Yeah,
about
Tupac.
1991. There was a,
1991.
I always feel there was a dip in 91.
Low End Theory, Death Certificate,
Minus low end theory.
Breaking Atoms, We Can't Be Stopped. Right?
Ghetto
I
Boys.
just feel like there was a lot of
De La
bullshit
Soul
in
is
91.
dead.
Yeah.
Like-
Quick is the name.
Once again, we're naming
What about
Apocalypse now.
What about 5150?
the Easy E record.
See?
Look,
See?
What was
only if
51?
you want it is a record DJs do not play
Only
that they
if you
need to play in
want
their
to. Tell me
NWA
if you
sets.
want
Hey,
to.
Home Base by Will Smith.
I've never played
And,
that.
Only if you
Jeff
want
was
it.
cold. I
Or
don't care what y'all say.
Home base.
Yeah, that album was cold.
Was
Peaceful
it?
Journey. It was. Off Summertime alone.
only if
Well,
you want
just summertime.
Don't do that.
Chub Rock, the one.
Okay, maybe I'm
Don't do
Bulls
that.
also won
I'm
a,
tripping about 91.
either their first or second championship in 91.
Peaceful Journey.
Prince
Yeah.
of Darkness, Big Daddy Kane.
Oh, that was some bullshit.
Peaceful Journey was not
Was that like
Heavy D's
trying-
best.
for the ladies?
That's when.
But
Big
that
Daddy
had gotten
Kane
for love, right?
Started
Or no?
to be for
I'm
more
talking about
of-
Big Daddy
That's
Kane's
later. You're
Prince
right.
of
That's
Darkness.
later.
Yeah.
That's later. Forever My Lady, Jodeci. I'm sorry. I'm
That's-
sorry.
Okay, let's not get into the R&B.
Hey, R&B was
The
stupid
R&B,
back
the
then.
R&B couldn't be stopped in 91.
couldn't be
That's a
stopped.
fact. That's a fact.
You can't tell me shit
Oh, I
about
was-
R&B then.
MTV had to change their format in 91 because they were like, how do we play black music that's not rap?
So you say, I want to make sure we get everybody on record. Terry says 88 to 2000.
I'd agree with that.
Lone,
I'd say 93 to halfway through 2000.
93 to halfway through 2000.
But 2000, yeah.
Spools,
88 to 98, probably.
88 to 98. Jay Moore.
88 to 94.
Damn.
I think I'm going
You
to go
slimmed
80.
it down.
I think I'm going to go 88 to 98.
Well, I know you changed it. 88 to 96 because a lot of shit changed in 96. By the way,
Reasonable Doubt.
because that's the day that the Nas album and the De La album came out on the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
was
that
written.
that's when there was a real split
There you go.
in hip hop.
You might be able to say scale it down to 99, but I would definitely give
Man,
it.
97 and 96 and
97, Wu-Tang Forever.
It's hard to it's
Yeah.
hard it's hard to miss like 97 to 99.
Yeah.
Like
That's a good point. That's a good point. But I see 99 was like a pass
Def Jam
by year
roster
to
was
2000.
stupid
When?
at the end of the 90s. Think about it.
Yeah. But there was a time when Def Jam, like Redman and Warren G basically saved Def Jam. Because Russell was signing a whole bunch of bullshit.
99 was
he
think about
signed,
this.
He signed
Ni-
ODB.
Think about this though. 99 was Slim Shady LP. Things Fall Apart. Black on Both Sides.
That's why it's hard to miss this year.
Chronic 2001.
Might be the best year ever.
Internal Affairs.
That was
a
the
bold
era of
statement.
you have to go buy a CD every
Oh,
Tuesday.
I spent
some
so
good
much
ones.
money.
Murder Music, Mob Deep.
Ooh.
Murder Music was
Art of
not.
Storytelling.
Oh, no.
I know you know
No,
that.
never mind. I'm thinking of Hell on Earth. Hell on Earth was not a good album to me. from my
What?
Steve.
I disagree
What?
completely.
Hell
I
on
think
Earth went super hard.
Hell on
that
Earth
shit
was
an
cool.
incredible
Drop a
album.
gem
It's
on
way
them?
better than
Or
Murder
maybe
Music.
I might be flipping the two.
I don't know
actually.
about that, Spools.
The world is mine.
Are you kidding me?
Wait a minute. Let me look it up. I gotta look it up.
Hell on Earth is way better than
I
Murder
think I
Music.
might
Yeah.
be
Hold on,
flipping the two.
Spools. Wait a
The
minute.
Infamous is way better than Murder Music too. The first two are
Let me double check. You might be right.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
double check.
not counting the
No,
Juvenile,
Juvenile
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Hell on Earth.
Drop a gem on them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
When
I'm
they
mixing
went-
the
Bloodsport,
two.
Where they went
G.O.D. Part 3.
when
like,
they went
these are
after Pac
incredible
after
songs.
he was dead.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay. Yeah,
Maybe
you-
that's why I didn't
you
like
tripping.
that.
Yeah, you tripping.
Maybe that's why I didn't like it.
That's probably
You
why.
tripping.
Yeah, that's
That
probably
album was
why I didn't
cold.
like it.
Yeah, that album was cold.
I bought that album
tripping.
too. I think that the now that he brings up the Pac disc is probably might have been why. I ain't
Using
know
your
what's
feelings. Just say
crazy, too?
using your feelings. That's
Hey, I
fine.
just said that's probably why I ain't fuck
Don't
with
get
him.
mad
I'm
at
sure that
me.
wasn't recorded. It had to have been recorded before.
It probably was, but you know they had time to pull it back.
I was like using
that
your
beat
feelings.
is so incredible.
He was like, "No, I
G.O.D.
just said that."
I bought the album.
Godfather Part 3.
Man,
What?
that shit's incredible, dude.
Ooh, I might have to have them play that tonight at Coach's.
That was a quick plug there. I see.
You know what?
The Infamous is always still my favorite.
The Infamous got heat. The
Hey,
Infamous got
Prodigy
heat top to
solo
bottom.
joint is cold though.
Hey,
you know what
Boy.
Prodigy joint? It was a Return of the Mac. That might be one of the hardest albums ever recorded. The
Yeah.
one he did with the Alchemist.
Yeah.
Hey, but that HNIC though, we
Yeah, that
going
was- shit was
diamonds.
good.
Like there's heat all over that.
Oh,
album.
the joint he had with BG.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you drop wisdom on them
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
See, that's
They
why you
don't
didn't
remember
got to
that.
dip into the 2000 just based off Cash Money shit. Cause
Cash Money doesn't have.
if you're not including, not straight up, Manny Fresh
You ain't gotta tell me about Manny Fresh,
is a bad motherfucker.
but that don't
man.
mean those albums were classic.
That's not what I said.
I think 400 Degrees. Was.
400 Degrees is definitely.
That's one of the
classic.
best albums they ever
Definitely.
dropped.
But we're just
Chopper
talking
City in
about
the Ghetto?
We got to figure out just an era. It
Come
can't be
on,
like,
man.
You know,
Can't
if
be
hip
like
hop started in
random.
'73 and it's 2019, it can't be half of the time of hip hop.
I
was
still
the golden
I still
era,
stick with
right?
88 to
That's
96.
I mean,
that
that's
was
a
golden
lot
era.
of good shit.
That's a long time.
I
Like
think we
88
just- we'd probably have to
because
def-
Terry keeps,
Yeah.
2015.
I mean, that's 10 years. I've scaled it back.
Oh, I thought you were saying damn near going to the 2000s.
No,
Terry
I
likes-
started with 2000 and I was like, maybe to 99.
Terry
And if you
likes-
think about that, that's only 10 years, 10, 11 years.
I thought you just said we damn near got to go into the 2000s because
I
of
said
Cash
into
Money.
2000.
But that's still from,
When 400 Degrees came out, that was 1999.
yeah.
So there it is.
Yeah, actually end of 98.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I mean, that's a 10, 11 year span.
I guess the consensus is minus loan.
98.
The consensus is minus loan that we got to at least sneak the last part of those 80s in before we count the golden era, just because of
And then for
classic
about a
material.
decade, apparently.
Yeah, about 10 years, 10, 11 years.
Yeah, about 10 years. Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I
I mean,
mean,
I'm just saying, like,
I've
that's.
I've said many times that I don't really enjoy music from the 80s and hip hop.
You've been very consistent.
So,
yeah,
I can
I'm
respect
not mad
it.
at that. Yeah,
The musicality just wasn't there.
yeah.
And I understand why.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Yeah,
sample
you're coming
rate,
from
sample,
I teach it.
Yeah, a different place.
Sample
But
rate
it makes
definitely
sense
went
though.
And for me, it wasn't even really about the musicality back then. It was more the feeling it gave me.
Yeah. And I didn't come up in that time. So
Right.
I
That's
went
true.
back to it. And so when I went back to it, it was just like, all right, I get it.
That makes
But-
sense.
I'm not mad at that. Yeah, I'm not dissing you. I'm just saying that's just a difference of opinion. That's cool. Like, I get it.
See, I went back to it and was like, oh,
Yeah.
this
I
shit's
wasn't.
incredible because I was hearing so many references because I was so into hip hop, and
You're also a
in the
lyrics
middle
person,
school,
though. You're also a
early-
lyrics person, though, too.
yeah,
First.
yeah,
And I'm not.
and I was hearing those references, like the
Yeah.
certain references made to KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane and Rakim,
Yeah.
and going back and hearing that shit and being like, oh,
There it is.
yep,
Yeah,
and then,
for sure.
being like, oh, I see why they referenced them. This shit is dope.
A lot of my reasoning,
But I understand your part too, because like we said before, is
It's
you
just
know,
how
they were
I listen.
limited from a production standpoint,
And that's what I hear
you know?
first.
Yeah.
It's like that, then the product, and then if I like the product, then I listen to the lyrics.
Tell you what,
just
they
how-
did. They did really damn well. People like Marley Marl and cats like that did real well with what they had.
Larry
Absolutely.
Smith.
Yep.
No denying that at all.
I actually would like to, I guess, to expand on what Lone is talking about.
I teach this history in the production class, so I mean,
Oh, for sure.
so I mean,
But I used to go back to some of the older production to listen to what they could come up with based off knowing how limited it was. Like, you think about Pete Rock and the SP, like,
well, Pete Rock was different though.
but when you listen to like
Pete
stuff
Rock
like,
is of the newer era.
yeah, he was more newer, but I'm talking about like even Rakim. Like when you start
Eric.
listening to some of that stuff with him and Eric B, like I'm like, yo, they only had X amount of tracks,
Yeah.
X amount of sample time, and to be able to put these joints together and still have them come out cold, like
Large Professor always
Yeah.
gets left out of the conversation.
Yeah, he does.
100%. So
I still remember how
Yes, he
good
does,
Too
yeah.
Short albums sounded back then. To me,
All
Yeah.
that
Just-
808 shit,
man,
like,
just how it was produced, man. Like the song "Life Is Too Short"
oh yeah, dude.
was so cold to me back then.
I love that shit too. I
Yeah.
remember.
I ain't
how
tripping,
It all
man.
began. Oh yeah, dude.
even if you don't, because Too Short's catalog is so like huge, I'm not gonna lie and say I know every Too Short album or even some of the ones that are I know the obvious ones, but there are some that I'm like, okay, I might not know these, but I still know for a fact his impact. You can hear it on the sound. Then, like, there's stuff that you still hear that's like pulling from Manny Fresh, it's pulling from Too Short, it's pulling from all those cats. Still.
And if you think about it, it's actually went back to that. So if you think about how Too Short record sounded, the most popular shit out right now is pretty much Too Short beats, essentially.
Yeah. Stripped down. Yeah. Not that complicated.
That's why I always
heavy 808s.
But it was banging though.
That's why I've always appreciated Chuck English in his production, because he was very much like a modernized version of throwback 808 music.
Yeah. I
to all you bitches, hoes, and all that shit. I wasn't even supposed to be listening to that.
Yeah,
but when that
none of us were supposed to be listening.
None
to
of us were. Yeah.
When that shit dropped though, it damn near grabbed you. It's like, damn. What is this?
You think NWA and Dre had was a big part of like a bridge from that era to a newer, from a production standpoint?
Dre was,
I think, honestly, the biggest key element of that entire thing was the MPC. It was the technology and the SPs and all that.
From the SP.
From being able to be able to sample more. You know, like, I mean, things changed with the MPC.
100%. It used to take 5 minutes to load up a sample.
Yeah.
Like any listeners that are actually younger or whatever, like, really go look on YouTube and watch somebody use a SP1200 and have them explain about how much time they had to sample for those. I think it's 8 tracks on.
They had to speed up the sample to get double the time.
Right. Like, if you really look at that machine for what it is, you see how limited it is.
But when you're going from just using 4 tracks to 8 tracks,
that's like a huge jump. Yeah.
I can do all this now.
And then you go from that to an MPC machine.
Right.
Right. Like, it's just crazy, man. So
now it's just endless.
I've always respected.
So I think it's mostly technology, to answer your question.
Yeah,
makes sense.
That's my thought.
But it also
and who had access to it?
Kind of the flip side of the musicality that you're talking about, for them to be able to do that with those limited resources speaks volumes too.
I give them P's for that. 100%. I give them P's for that. I agree. I definitely agree. All right. So
you are correct.